Good morning, all the students, and welcome once again. This is Sandeep Jaiswal, and presenting you the third part of this particular demand, demand and demand analysis. This is demand curve. So, demand curve is what? Demand curve is basically, it is as we discussed in the previous video of demand schedule, and I told you that please remember that schedule also, because without that schedule we cannot prepare the demand curve. So with the help of that schedule we'll understand the meaning of demand curve. So it is nothing but it is a graphical representation of demand schedule, or we can have the different meaning that it is the locus of all the points. It is the locus of all the points showing various quantities of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy at various levels of price. So it is the locus of all the quantities demanded at various levels of price during a given period of time. And as we discussed in the previous video, there should not be any change in other factors. We have to keep constant other factors, and if we keep the other factors constant, and then only if I increase the price or decrease the price, then only accordingly the quantity demanded will change. So it is also, as we know that price of the commodity and demand is always opposite to each other. Means it shows the inverse relationship between quantity demanded of a commodity and its price. So it is nothing but graphical representation. In the same way, if we have two demand schedule, that is individual demand schedule and market demand schedule. So in the same way, we have two curve also, individual demand curve and market demand curve. So let us understand, just see in the screen, what is individual demand curve. Individual demand curve is basically, it is a graphical representation of individual demand schedule. It is graphical representation of individual demand schedule. So try to remember that schedule in the previous video, that when we had the price of 5, and in 5 rupees there was only demand of 1 unit, and when the price was 4 rupees then the demand was 2 rupees. In the same way, so that is why as we are reducing the price, quantity demanded is increasing, and that is why this particular demand curve is having downward slope. Downward slope means what we have done, we have taken quantity demanded of commodity X in X axis and price in Y axis. So as we are increasing the price, just see in the video, as we are increasing the price increase, as we are increasing the price, the quantity demanded is going to decrease. So if the price is 5 rupees, in that point quantity demanded is 1 unit. If we reduce the price from 5 rupees to 4 rupees, the quantity demanded would become 2 units. So as we are moving downward, the quantity demanded is increasing, or you can understand in the different way, vice versa also. So this is the downward slope of individual demand curve. This is individual demand curve. So I hope you people have understood why demand curve is slow, why demand curve slopes downward, because of the inverse relationship of price and quantity demanded. Now let us understand the market demand curve. What is market demand curve? So this, just see in the screen, market demand curve is also, it is a graphical representation of market demand curve, graphical market demand schedule. So just try to remember market demand schedule. What is the meaning of market demand schedule? It is the sum total of demand of all the consumers. Hope you people would have remembered that it is that market demand schedule is it is a table or which shows various quantities of a commodity that all consumers are willing to buy. All consumers. So just see here, there was two table. If you remember, the table of household A and the table of household B. So this is the curve of, but this is particular curve of household A, DA, and this is the curve of household B, DB. If we add all this, it becomes like this. So this is the curve of demand curve. That when we add the quantity demanded by household A and quantity demanded by household B, so the final value was 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this. Hope you people would have remembered. So when we draw this curve, when we add both the curve, this curve becomes like this. So this is the curve of market demand, and this is basically, it is more steeper than or more flatter than individual demand curve. This particular curve is more flatter than individual demand curve. So this is all about market demand curve. So if some people would ask what is the difference between individual demand curve and market demand curve, I hope you can explain it easily. And the basic is market demand curve is flatter than individual demand curve. Why? Because as price changes, proportionate change in the market demand is more than proportionate change in individual demand. That is why it is more flatter, because proportionate change in market demand is more than proportionate change in individual demand. So this is the major difference between individual demand curve and market demand curve. I hope you people would have understood it clearly. If you feel any doubt, you can also ask in the you can also ask in WhatsApp, or you can directly call me. No issue. So just try to learn in one by one, like after determinants of demand, and then we went to demand function, then we went to demand schedule, then demand curve. So try to learn this step by step, then only you will be able to understand. Not don't sift or don't shuffle the videos. So that is why I have explained clearly part 1, part 2, part 3. In the remaining part 4, part 5, and in that particular video I have written the topic, in which particular topic is covering in that particular video. So try to understand it clearly. Thank you very much.